2 more to do. 2 more. Come on. Okay. My 7 reviews today. Then I only need to do 3 tomorrow. 3 tomorrow or 2 tomorrow? Actually, I only need to do 2 tomorrow. And then Saturday, which is my 400th anniversary, 400th review anniversary, and my 4-year anniversary, I can just do the 1. So, yeah, 2 more to do today, 2 more tomorrow. We'll laugh in. Okay. And it's official time, so... Waspinator. I love Waspinator. If it hasn't become clear from my animated Beast Wars original, or I think it's a reissue, but it's the original mold, and the Transmetal one I did yesterday, I love Waspinator. He's the underdog, he's a great character, and I love him. Sorry. And this is the Generations figure, which I wanted for ages, and I had to buy him from BigBadToyStore.com. And then I got really stiffed on the customs charges, and I'm not very happy with them, and I'm not going to be buying from him again. Sorry. But let's get into the figure, because I like him. And it's not a great bug mode, frankly. The Wasp isn't great. Straight off the bat, it's alright. But there's definitely things you can nitpick, and that's the problem with it. So we got this, and visible arms. Big chunks of leg kibble. What's that supposed to be? The wings, if you're not flapping them, don't go anywhere you want them to be. Like, does a wasp fly with his wings like that? There are definitely issues with this mode, and I'm just being upfront. That's what they are. You got 2 legs up here, 1 down here. Is that accurate? I don't. To be honest with you, I don't spend much time looking at wasps. It doesn't seem right, but who am I to tell? He stands quite well. Does that look like it's been stressed? Better not have been stressed. It's got a bit white in there. Sorry. Don't like that. But it's... The head is beautiful. The head is absolutely beautiful. The legs work quite well and they fit together quite well. The back end, although a bit messy, looks really nice. The wings look really nice. It gets a pass, but again, there are issues. I'm not just going to say, oh, it's a great figure, done, bam, buy it. There are definitely issues. So, size comparison. There's Sideswipe. I do the original Waspinator, but frankly, this is a lot smaller. I think, yeah, it's a lot smaller, and I can't be bothered transforming it back into Wasp mode to transform it again in the middle of the review. You'll get a robot mode comparison. Sorry. Let's get to transforming. Right, so what do we need to do first? Okay, so the arms, which are right here, they have a round sort of peg that tabs in here and a square tab that pegs in. You might be able to just make out that shape in there. So we're going to pop those loose and then pivot this and this on that silver pin in there. See that pin? So we're going to pivot this all out to there. Okie dokie. We'll do the same this side. We'll get it and we'll pivot it all out on that to get to there. Arms out of the way. Splendid. Now we need to do the legs. And these bits here, right under the head, are the feet. Believe it or not. Let's just bring this over a bit so you can actually see what I'm doing. These are the feet. So we need to untab them because they tab just in there. I'll show you in a second. Untab them. Then you can bring them all the way down to the hip away. And it might try and fight you a little bit. Right, where are we? That little slot there goes onto a little tab there. All the way up there. So we'll get these down. Get these down. Okay? Okay. It's trying to do things without me. Now on the big screw there we go, there, you need to pivot this back, and that's quite stiff. Then we need to pop loose this giant pea green piece and turn it on this big brown ball jointy. Is it a ball joint? No, it's just a hinge that is on a swivel. Bring this around and put it onto that slot goes onto this green piece here. I hope you're keeping up with this. I've not been looking at the camera. So this slot goes onto this bit there. So put it onto there. Okay? Okay. Stay there. At which point we can just try and rotate these wasp legs to stick out the back. Stick out the back and sort out the feet so they're vaguely sort of flat foot-ish. There we go. Okay. Those are the legs done. Hooray! At which point we now need to get the headpiece, bring it forward, which will reveal the robot head that's only just tucked in there. Bring that out, bring this, shove it back in so that this green piece in here is buried in the body. And we'll get that. So does it peg in? Yes. Where am I? This green peg here, where my finger is there, that one, goes into that hole there. Okay, and now the head, I think, is just about catching this, so it's holding that in place as well. Okay, now we're going to rotate the arms down, straighten them up, turn the wasp legs so they're sticking out the back, rotate down, straighten up, put it so they're sticking out the back. There we go. And this is pretty much it, except for one little thing, which I don't think they need to do, but they've done, so okay. You might be thinking, well, Ugly, was his head in one piece in the original? No, it wasn't. So what you got to do is these green shoulder bits, you've actually got to slide them in. And as they slide in, it pops the head apart. How well this is going to work, I couldn't swear to it, but let's try. Is that as good as it gets? No, this one needs to go in a bit further, I think. Come on. No, or is that as good as it gets? There you go. And that's it. So this complicated shoulder mechanism to get that much. All right then. And this is Waspinator in his robot mode. And it's somewhat glorious. I mean, let's have a look at the head. Come on, camera. Play the game. The head is stunning. Look at that. The eyes on the wasp look great. I could have sworn the shoulders were gold, but what do I know? Looks fine. Looks great. Inside all looks good. The legs look great. You know, the little touch of brown here. I'm not sure it was needed. Come on, camera. Oh, really? I get so fed up with this. I need to sort the camera out. Little hint of brown there. It doesn't need to be there, but it is. The legs are spot on with the the golden or yellow sort of spikes and things like that, and the toes. And he looks fantastic. He really does. He looks great. And he gets a weapon. He does get a weapon. So what you got to do is reach around and get this slightly protruding section and try and wriggle it loose. Which, there we go. Pop it loose. And it leaves a big hole in his bum, but it did on the original, so whatever. And you get this, and you need to fold this clear piece over the handle to make it the proper thing, and stick it in his hand. And that's his gun. And it looks alright, it's fine. Now, this guy did, because it's the American version, he came with a comic. That's a novelty. And this comic, apparently Waspinator, using his stinger, can control Titans. That is to say, like Metroplex, Fortress Maximus, Triptychon. He can control Titans. Anything that makes Waspinator more powerful, I am a fan of. So let's do it. And so, yeah, he looks great. And there's only one slight drawback. He could fly in his robot mode in the cartoon, couldn't he? Yeah. Can he do it now? Using the little pullback gimmick I sort of did and didn't really mention before. Because again, you can't bring these wings forward on their own. You can only mess with them the way they are. So Like, if there's some way to lock them in place, that would be something, but there isn't. So they just sort of hang off the back. And it's just a little bit annoying. It's a little bit lackluster, and I'm not a huge fan of it. But, you know, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. The point is, he's beautiful, and he doesn't need it. Doesn't need it. So, size comparison, we'll get Age of Extinction Bulby. Yeah, Age of Extinction Bulby. I was going to say Waspinator then. Power of the Primes, Tailgate, Siege, Mirage, and, because I had to, the original mold of Waspinator. And if you just... let's throw these guys out of the way. Didn't mean literally. If we just look at these two a bit more in-depth comparatively, you can see how he's changed over the years. Come on, camera. Seriously, camera, come on. Can you see how he... oh, really? Come on, play the game. Don't fight with me now, I'm getting so fed up with this. Can you see how different he is from the original? How weird and wonderful and wacky he is. Because this was nice, it was good, it was well done. But this is so much more like the cartoon. And yeah, I love me old Waspy, I do. I really do. So happy to have this. And again, it's a shame the Wasp mode isn't great, but I still like it. It feels nice in hand. It doesn't feel floppy, it feels solid. The solid legs are actually easier to deal with. These legs are easier to deal with than those. I don't know, he's nice. He's just a nice thing to have. And I do love him so. But not enough to deal with Big Bad Toy Store again. Sorry, maybe they're great in America, but for the UK, I'm not sold. Sorry. Okay, that's review 6 of 7 tonight. Hooray! Let's get you out of the way. And you out of the way. Go there. And you out of the way. And you out of the way. And you out of the way. And there's only one left. This is the Highlander. And I shall review him in the next one. So I shall be Wretched, and I shall see all of you in the next one. See ya!